Hi. I woke up in a much better mood than the mood that you saw in the last video, which is awesome. I bought a new mic, a Rode mic. I think that's what it's called. And I think the quality sound is much better now, but yeah. This morning I woke up with a huge lump in my throat, this lump being called nostalgia. And like I've said plenty of times before, I have this weird relationship with nostalgia because normal people think about stuff that they've experienced many years ago and be like, oh, how time flies, those were the good times, the good old days, and they just move on with their lives. But I literally just spent the whole week crying in my bed because I would remember something that I did when I was a kid, or just listen to some old music or watch an old movie, especially when it's a horror movie. And that's what I did this morning. Like, I woke up and I am pretty sure that it's due to a dream that I did yesterday where I was in my favorite amusement park in this country. I was like probably 7 or 8. I really was having the time of my life. So when I woke up this morning, as me being 25, jobless, depressed, anxious, with a lot of insecurities, I started crying, and it was not pretty to see, but whatever. Then I listened to some old music, and well, it did fuel my, how do we call it, depressive nostalgia? Is that even a thing? I don't know. Then I said to myself, why don't I just go there and get to experience my childhood all over again? Not me trying to be frozen in time, but I think it's gonna be good. Let's see. Okay, I know that this is gonna be weird for me because I didn't really get to fully experience me being in the amusement park the way I wanted to. Okay, I did go with my friends a couple of times the last couple of years. I think that the last... Why is the light like that? I think that the lighting is better now. Dear God, I don't have the time or energy to deal with this. Please, God, give me the strength to make it through today. The amusement park is called Dahdah. I don't know why. I don't even know what Dahdah means. It used to be my favorite place to go to growing up, like as... Yo, at this point, like, the lighting is testing me. Like I said, the amusement park was my favorite place to go to when I was a kid because I just go there and do whatever the hell I want. I get to do it every Saturday, which was my favorite day as a kid. We would buy a huge stack of tickets and just play all the games there. It was everything to me. First, I'm gonna grab something to drink, and then I'm gonna go and hopefully get to be 8 again. So, once again, they told me that I didn't have the right to record anything inside the mall. The same mall in, I think, the 5th video that I did. Do you remember when I told you guys that they didn't let me carry my camera inside the mall? Well, this time I put it in my bag and they actually let me carry it inside. Then I put it on the counter because I had to pay for my smoothie, and there was this cashier that I hate so much. Like, she hates me as well. She's so rude, she's so unpleasant to customers, and when she saw the camera, she was looking at it like it was a bomb. Like, why do you do that? Why are you so unlikable? Like, this is a genuine question to any unlikable person out there. Why are you unlikable? Why are you so irritating? You get what I'm saying? Of course not, because you're so stupid. Paid for the smoothie, was waiting for my order, and I saw this like beautiful presentation of fruits on the counter, and I wanted to take pictures of it. Then I heard her going like, security, security, can you come please? Why do you do that again? Why are you so frustrating, girl? Stop. Then the security showed up. It was not one guy, it was 3 this time. And they were all like, sir, you don't have the right to record anything in here. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that the government secrets are in here. One of them was like, you need to have an authorization in order to record anything. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that I needed an authorization to record fruits. So I need an authorization for my camera, but I don't need an authorization for my phone. So I can take pictures with my phone and not with my camera. There's the logic, Antonesia. Yep, cool, okay. And he was like, yeah, you can take pictures with your phone and not with your camera, okay? You know how you fuel their inferiority complex when you talk to them in a way that makes them feel like they're dumb? And they are. Then the smoothie maker was looking at me like I did something wrong. He was like, you know, they're right. You don't have the right to record anything with a camera. And I was like, oh, okay. What is wrong with you people? You are making me feel like I have to go to jail for it. Stop! So I said it once and I said it twice and I probably will say it a billion times in the future. If you have the opportunity to get out of Tunisia, do it as soon as possible. Because you don't have the right to do anything in here. You don't have the right to live. You don't have the right to have fun. You don't have the right to do anything. Okay? If you get the chance, if you have anything you can do to get out of this country, do it, do it, do it, or you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. And I hate those hypocritical patriotics that are like, but you know, it's my country and I love it so much. You can love your country. I'm not asking you to hate it, but I'm just advising you to escape. That's what I'm trying to do for so many years now, but you know, it's not that easy. Like, content creators in this country have no right to do whatsoever. We have no right to do anything. Like, that is the ugly truth. You only see the good stuff on social media, like, we are so happy, we make good money, we have so much fun. Not only is it a living hell for me to live here, but it also is a living hell for me to be a content creator here, so yo, I feel like I'm gonna have a mental breakdown right now, so I'm just gonna have to forget it. Gonna take a sip. I'm gonna call my best friend and tell her what just happened, and then we're gonna go to the amusement park. Yo, I know that I came here last year with a friend of mine, but this is actually the first time that I come here feeling all the feels and being slapped by nostalgia. Yeah, let me show you around. This thing was so cool, like you hop on some sort of a carriage and experience a whole 3D experience where you're being chased by a dinosaur. Needless to say, it was kind of like traumatic if you experienced it at the age of probably 6, but I don't care. Why do I not remember that there's an Eiffel Tower here? I'm pretty sure that it's new because I don't remember doing it. My favorite one was the blue one. I don't know, but if you look at it, it feels like it's a Smurf-looking seat, which is kind of awesome. Do you get that feeling when you're strolling in an amusement park and you start reminiscing all of the moments that you had there? Like, for example, if I rode that duck, I would definitely remember it. But I didn't because I used to choose the helicopter. It was the most logical seat for me to take because an helicopter is supposed to fly, unlike a pig or an elephant or a duck. This one was also cool when we were like 5 or 6. We used to call it worm, Duda in Arabic. I think this is the one, right? I'm not sure. Because it looks like a worm, or like the Loch Ness Monster, as you can probably tell from the picture. Karting, this was one of my favorite activities in here. Even though I like the bumping cars more, it was still dope. God, I still remember when I had an accident there. Good times. Speaking of bumping cars, probably my favorite activity in here because you'd be very sorry if you bumped into me. Yo, this is some Taurus energy, I'm sorry, but it is what it is, cause I really love bumping into people. Bumping into bumping cars. Bumping into people's bumping cars. I don't know if that's correct, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, why did I just realize that there are a lot of clowns here and they're all drinking? What's going on? Obviously he's drinking a soda, but still. Okay, that part of the amusement park didn't exist when I was a kid, so it's kind of weird for me to see it. Ooh, the slider! Whoa! Yo, I remember my brother and I had to invent like the fiercest poses to slide that up. It was mostly showing up probably, but it was really cool, like sliding while dancing, sliding while jumping maybe. We've had a couple of bruises, but it was totally worth it. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like 20 years ago probably, or like 50, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 years ago. And of course the big wheel. I wasn't really fond of it when I was a kid because, you know, as a kid you prefer the activities that require a lot of energy and adrenaline. But right now, after experiencing a mental breakdown like a couple of days ago, I wouldn't mind enjoying a peaceful ride there. Of course there wouldn't be an amusement park without a carousel. And did you guys like going on a carousel when you were a kid? Like, I don't know, I might enjoy it as an adult, but as a kid, I don't know. Like sitting on a horse and doing nothing, that's a big no for me. But right now I wouldn't mind going on a ride and just break down crying. The trampoline. Probably one of my favorite activities as well, even though I always ended on my neighbor's trampoline, which was not okay because I probably left a bone there, but I don't know, like I probably used to hysterically jump and I always ended up in my neighbor's trampoline. Like, to anyone who I ever collided with on the trampoline, I'm sorry. I hope that you didn't lose a tooth. The rodeo was cool enough, like it wasn't extra, but it was still like, okay. It's basically my zodiac sign, so I'm not gonna complain about it. But this place though, like the interior of the amusement park was like, I don't know, it was traumatizing for me. I don't know why, but it felt more like an asylum than an amusement park. I really am scared. I still feel like it's an abandoned place, even though it's a little crowded now. And this is called Tagadisco. It's pretty much a platform that does everything to destabilize you and make you fall. But there was a trick that I always did when I was a kid. I would pick anything from the landscape, like a tree for example, and just put all my focus on that tree and I wouldn't fall. Ever. Not one time. Being a smart kid, that was my biggest flex. Okay, so I'm sitting in front of the big wheel on a bench, instantly thinking about sitting on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go? I'm sitting on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go? The fast times, the bright lights, the merry-go. It's kind of sad that it feels like a ghost town nowadays, because back in like the early 2000s, this was like you had to wait for 2 hours to do anything. I don't know, it's kind of like one of those places that feels like it's okay to be frozen in time and just have fun. Even though I do remember that I got lost in here probably, and I'm not exaggerating, 10 times. It was due to the fact that I had a very horrible nurse. She wasn't really responsible. I also wasn't really a calm kid. I would easily slip and find myself someplace here, jumping around and having the time of my life. Now that I'm looking at the big wheel, I kind of want to ride because my mental state needs it. And yeah. That's pretty much it. They didn't allow me to record some stuff, I don't know why, but you know, it's still Tunisia, so yeah, gonna enjoy a ride and feel all the nostalgia kick in again. Okay, I'm so done with this whole amusement park situation because they still didn't allow me to record some stuff that I wanted to show you guys, even though I did shoot some stuff that they told me not to. So suck on that. Suck on that, seriously. I really want to express myself the way I really want to, but I don't want to get demonetized on YouTube. I'm not gonna let some jerks get that away from me. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Like, I know that I'm being dramatic right now, but I swear to God that I'm not. It's just that I'm sensitive when it comes to throwbacks. By the way, I got my parking ticket of this morning and it says that it's February 22nd, 2022. So many twos. Apparently it's a special date. Probably the only date that I will ever get this year. I do know that I'm not the only one who feels that way, because I know that there are people out there that are like, oh, you're 25, you're not supposed to know nostalgia yet. You need to like live 60 years in order to have like some legit good memories. There's no such thing. I feel like time is moving really fast and we didn't really get the chance to enjoy our childhood, enjoy all those good memories that we have, especially in the world we're living in right now. Like, we spend so much time on our phones. We don't have time to actually live. But yeah, right now I'm trying to get out of this whole nostalgic mood and be in the present. Maybe I'll start watching a new show, preferably a modern one.